An athletic, skillful English left back that can bang in a goal.
The ball by Rice. Lewis-Skelly took it in his stride well. And shoots! Oh, what a goal!
This kid looks an absolute superstar, and he's got that presence and personality on a football pitch at 18 that you very rarely see.
He's very football.
Arsenal fans had seen this before.
Lovely ball for Cole. Brilliant! Absolutely wonderful Arsenal goal!
Ashley Cole remains the club's greatest ever left back, but Lewis-Skelly is emerging as a player that could challenge Cole's legacy. Confident, brave, and versatile, his future looks bright. And the craziest part? Left back might not even be his best position.
I don't think he's going to be a left back, by the way, but...
Seeing how good Lewis-Skelly is playing, it makes the events of September 22nd, 2024 that much spicier.
The two heavyweights of the last two seasons are doing battle again. It's a huge game at the Etihad. It's Manchester City against Arsenal.
In a tense fixture between City and Arsenal, Myles Lewis-Skelly crossed paths with Erling Haaland. The City striker was annoyed at the fact that he was confronted by this teenager. Why was a player who got a booking before even playing a minute of Premier League football confronting a two-time Golden Boot winner? It was a testament to Lewis-Skelly's confidence and personality. He oozed self-belief, and he wasn't afraid to show it.
He's a real personality, you know. He has so much trust in himself. He has an attitude about him.
At that moment, as a way of showing just how little he cared about the young Englishman, Haaland said, "Who the F are you?" 5 words that would end up haunting the Norwegian.
Lewis-Skelly's first goal for Arsenal, and they lead 3-1.
And I'm pretty sure Haaland knows who he is after the celebration.
But it was a legitimate question. Who was Myles Lewis-Skelly? While the name might have been unknown to the rest of the world at that time, at Arsenal, people knew just how talented he was.
49, Lewis-Skelly!
Lewis-Skelly had joined the Arsenal Academy at the age of 8, progressing through the ranks with his friend and fellow teammate, Ethan Nwaneri. Even at that early age, the two were the closest of friends as they stepped onto the Emirates pitch for the first time in front of the Arsenal fans. Nwaneri and Lewis-Skelly were inseparable back then. Almost a decade later, they still are. The bond that they share has been instrumental in their rise. They pushed each other at every level, studying together while on tour for youth tournaments and even training outside of Arsenal under the guidance of Nwaneri's father. Now, both players are shining at the senior level, with Lewis-Skelly thriving at left back while Nwaneri shows his magic in the attack. Their goals against City were a statement, not just of their individual quality, but of a new era at Arsenal, one built around homegrown stars. Mikel Arteta was very aware of the talent of Lewis-Skelly when he first became the Arsenal manager. Reportedly, within weeks of his appointment in 2019, Mikel Arteta had asked for video montages of both Lewis-Skelly and Ethan Nwaneri. Arteta knew that Lewis-Skelly was destined to be in the first team. In fact, everyone around the youth teams knew it.
His whole attitude just stood out, and he's playing above his age. His performance deserved a goal today.
Interestingly, Lewis-Skelly was a box-to-box midfielder at the academy. He was dominating kids with his athleticism and technical quality in the middle of the park. He was known for his powerful running and ability to control the tempo of the game. His performances in the 2023 FA Youth Cup got a lot of attention, especially how he played in the quarter-final win against Cambridge United.
On the first team bench, that's a lovely burst from Lewis-Skelly. What a run this is. Lewis-Skelly goes on with the ball. He's not taking a risk here. He picks the ball. He's the deepest player for Arsenal at this particular point. He sees the space in front of him. He's not beaten anybody. He's just ran through the space.
After that match, Jack Wilshere said that Lewis-Skelly was capable of doing things that you just can't coach.
You see certain moments that are not coachable.
The way he would receive the ball on the half turn, then drive through the midfield under pressure was incredible. In the semi-final against Manchester City, he scored the winning goal in the final minute of extra time as Arsenal went on to win 2-1.
There's the goal that puts them in the final!
Have a moment like that and in the 120th minute when you don't really train that much, he's still a boy, he's still got baby lungs, and was sensational. I think there's something in him that I really like.
This brother just loves dunking on City. But while Lewis-Skelly looked like the perfect box-to-box midfielder, Arteta saw something different in him. A skill set that could be molded into the modern inverted fullback role. His ability to defend with intelligence, while also driving forward with purpose, had drawn comparisons to Ashley Cole, arguably the greatest left back to ever grace the Premier League, not just Arsenal. Known for his pace, defensive sharpness, and attacking support, Ashley Cole epitomized what the modern fullback was. Cole had redefined the left-back role during his time at Arsenal and was a crucial part of the club's Premier League dominance in the early 2000s, winning 2 league titles and 3 FA Cups. Now, Lewis-Skelly has a long way to go to match that legacy, but he has the talent to have a similar type of impact. While Ashley Cole was famous for his overlapping runs and crunching tackles, Lewis-Skelly offered something different. He was a pivotal figure in the center of the park, doing exactly what Zinchenko was doing, but with better defending and more physicality. It's rare to see someone have the ability to be able to influence the game on both ends of the pitch. You look at most English fullbacks and they can really only do one or the other. Trent is amazing at attacking, but can be exposed defensively. Walker in his prime was a great defender, but he didn't have the technical ability to be able to invert into the middle of the park. Meanwhile, Lewis-Skelly, at such a young age, can already do both. It's really a testament to his footballing intelligence that he has been able to perform so well despite being outside of his natural position. Similar to Ashley Cole, there were internal discussions about initially sending Lewis-Skelly on loan to help his development. Ashley Cole had spent the 1999-2000 season on loan at Crystal Palace before coming back and establishing himself in the first team for Arsenal. According to reports though, Lewis-Skelly didn't want to go out on loan. He wanted to stay and fight for a spot with the first team.
And in pre-season, I think it opened our eyes to say, I'm ready. They feel comfortable in this environment. I think they can perform, they can compete, which is very important as well, not just play.
Well, that self-belief and conviction has led to him becoming a star in the making. He has now proven himself in multiple big games. Whether it was his man-of-the-match performance in the North London derby where he completely shut down a super-informed Kulusevski.
Because you have to play against Kulusevski and Johnson here is not easy. The way he handled the situation, the occasion as well, it was tough, I think.
Or his goal against City, this kid was made for the big occasions. His performance against City really embodied everything that makes him so special. At a moment when Arsenal were showing City too much respect, it was Lewis-Skelly, the youngest player on the pitch, who took the initiative, charging forward and unsettling the defending champions. His speed burst into the box to score Arsenal's crucial third goal was the moment that turned the match. And he made sure everybody knew it. His celebration, which was mimicking Haaland's trademark meditation pose, was a direct response to the confrontation that happened in September. With one goal, a dominant performance, and Arsenal's best win of the season, Lewis-Skelly made sure Haaland and the rest of European football knew exactly who he was. Sure, the celebration police like Jamie Carragher might want to pretend like they were offended.
Didn't like the Lewis-Skelly thing. I don't care that Haaland said to him in the first game, who the f*** are you?
Even though on Sky Sports, he said he actually loved the footballing arrogance from Lewis-Skelly.
Talk about football arrogance, and I always classed that as a good thing. He's got a football arrogance. Is he 17 or 18?
18.
He's 18. The only person who comes to mind is Wayne Rooney.
But this is what the game is about. You got an 18-year-old scoring a massive goal at home in a must-win game after the star on the other team called him irrelevant, and you want him to not celebrate? All he did was not forget Haaland's comments, and he let his feet do the talking. If we can't appreciate little moments like that in football, then the game is truly gone. Interestingly, the celebration police had no problems with Jamie Vardy's celebrations and Maddison's celebrations. But as soon as Lewis-Skelly does something, well, now it appears to be an issue.
Is it a colour thing? Is that a colour thing?
The performance against City has now become just one of many moments that Lewis-Skelly has dominated. The youngster was inverting into midfield effortlessly as he outperformed everyone on Real Madrid. As Jamie Carragher said, this kid has footballing arrogance. Despite being so young, he isn't afraid of the spotlight at all. At the Emirates, he ran through everyone, the way other athletes have ran through Bellingham's girl. He bulldozed past everyone like they weren't even there. Rodrigo couldn't do anything down Lewis-Skelly's side. The Englishman stepped out on the pitch with Galacticos and didn't just look like he belonged, he was outperforming them. His assist to Mikel Merino was the cherry on top of a wonderful performance. Then for anyone that thought this was a fluke, he put together an even better performance away from home at the Bernabeu. Lewis-Skelly is built like a fridge, like a cube. You cannot body him. He is fast and strong, but also super comfortable on the ball due to the fact that he was a midfielder at the youth level. Combine these qualities and it's not a surprise to see him so casually glide past players while carrying the ball. Look at him yelling "Vamos" at the Real Madrid fans. He has zero fear.
It was incredible to honestly when you see it on TV, it's a lot different to when you come live. So when I first walked out, it's a lot, you know, but just got to take in a moment and have fun, you know.
Lewis-Skelly's rise has also not gone unnoticed at the international level. England's new head coach Thomas Tuchel was monitoring his progress closely.
We were always impressed with Myles. Since he started, he became so quick, regular player for Arsenal, second best team in the country at the moment.
Especially given England's lack of depth at the left-back position.
With the injuries lately and the latest injury, of course, from Lewis Hall, we ran out a little bit of left-footers and who can play left back. So
unfortunately, Jake Paul here is never healthy. Tuchel gave Lewis-Skelly his first senior call-up for the 2026 World Cup qualification matches against Albania and Latvia. You know, the countries that Ronaldo likes to stat pad against.
I got a call from a number, so I was like, oh bro, I gotta call you back. And you take this call, so now I hung up with my friend and put on my good voice. I was getting ready, and then the person that speaks is, we got your food, it's outside. It's Uber Eats for my mum.
No way! So you was thinking, you was hoping it was going to be a call-up, but then it wasn't.
Against Albania, Lewis-Skelly started, and well, it was a moment that he will never forget.
Here is Lewis-Skelly trying to get in behind. He's done just that, tapped it in, and it's the perfect debut for the Arsenal teenager. When he got his cap, he said he was screaming the house down that the phone had rung and asked him to be part of the squad. Imagine how he's feeling inside now. This was the first goal of the match, and he ended up being named man of the match at full time.
Sum that up. I'm lost for words, really. I'm just so grateful for the manager to put trust in me and to show the teammates. They played with me so much trust today. And I'm so happy, you know, I'm lost for words.
At 18 years and 176 days old, he became the youngest England player to score on a senior debut, breaking the record previously held by Marcus Rashford. While Lewis-Skelly might still identify himself as a midfielder, the fact that he is so good at fullback makes him a valuable asset for both club and country. Many people believe he could transition back to midfield in the future, but for now, Arsenal and Arteta seem to have found their long-term solution at left back, something the club has been searching for a while. Remember, Zinchenko was a defensive liability, and Tierney had a lot of injury issues. The same thing can be said for England, who now have their left back situation sorted. They had so many good right backs, but at left back it was basically only Luke Shaw. Well, now they have a player that can go toe-to-toe with the best attackers in the world. Someone who is not only good going forward, but he's also solid defensively. He just has to work on not getting so many red cards. In a time where young talents, especially English ones and ones from Arsenal, can be so easily overhyped, I feel like Lewis-Skelly is still massively underappreciated by the rest of the world. The comparisons to Ashley Cole may be premature, but they're inevitable. Both players share a fearless mentality, a relentless work ethic, and a game-changing presence on the pitch. However, Lewis-Skelly is not looking to replicate anyone. He's carving out his own identity at Arsenal. His combination of defensive discipline, attacking intent, and sheer confidence makes him a player to watch not just for Arsenal fans, but for the entire footballing world. If he continues on this trajectory, he won't just be Arsenal's left back for the next decade. He could be one of the defining players of his generation. Him and Nwaneri are the face of the new era at Arsenal. To see just how good Ethan Nwaneri is, you gotta check out this video right here.